What is going on you guys? Are you guys ready to learn some new stuff? This video is called 10 things you've been doing wrong your whole life. I don't know how they know my life or your life, and they automatically assume we've been doing something wrong. I don't know how they do that. Maybe they're mind readers or something, but take it with a grain of salt. I assume they're just going to tell you some new life tricks almost. And I really enjoy watching these videos. I've said it before, I love watching these kind of top 10 videos. I hope you do as well. I just want to find out if I've been doing something wrong my whole life, because I most certainly have. Like, there's so many mistakes I do every day. Hopefully this video points it out in some ways. This video is from the YouTube channel The Riches, so I definitely encourage you to go and subscribe to them, show them some love, because they create a lot of top 10 videos, like insanely many, like 4 or 5 videos a day or something if I'm not mistaken, and that's some real commitment. Like, so yeah, these are my comments to this video, and let's just jump right into this, I suppose. Let's go. The Richest. I really enjoy this YouTube channel.
Things
They did
like
this
eating,
top 10
drinking, and
Japan
breathing
things as well.
come naturally to us. We repeat these actions so often that we do them
Yeah,
without
that's true.
thinking. So it's hard to imagine that we're not doing these things like we should.
It's
Here
our-
are 10 everyday things that many of us are doing wrong.
I can't find the word. It's
Breaking
our
in
not
new
thinking that
shoes.
does it. That made no
After
sense what I'm
buying
even
new
talking
shoes, many of us will don them at home while we torture ourselves trying to break
about.
them in.
Torture
This
ourselves.
common
That's such a
method
weird choice of words there. We torture
is not only long,
ourselves.
but it can be incredibly painful.
Okay.
Instead, we should wear a thick pair of socks prior to donning our new kicks
Is
and
this true?
slipping them on. Then, all
Why?
that's needed is a warm hairdryer.
Why?
Aiming the hot air at your new shoes, begin by wiggling your toes and moving those feet around. Concentrating the heat on tighter spots on the shoes will help loosen them up quickly and painlessly.
Wait, is this
Keep
actually
the socks
true?
on until the shoes have cooled before trying them out.
Wait, is that actually true? I had no idea about this. I actually have quite large feet, so this could be a very useful trick for me. I've never known that before. Like, I've been, as they said, been torturing myself to walk out like 2 small shoes so they actually fit on me. But knowing this trick, I will actually try it out. That's honestly, wow, I did not expect to get actually life
Like the
tip
commercials
tips in
say,
this.
bad breath
What?
isn't sexy. Oral hygiene has certainly improved over the years, but it's another example of overdoing in today's
Okay.
society. Dentists tell us we should be brushing our teeth at least twice a day
Okay.
and floss to battle cavities and gingivitis.
Fair
While
enough,
flossing
that's
is still
good.
recommended as it removes bacteria and food particles from between
Yeah.
the teeth,
So why are they
apparently brushing
complaining?
too often may be causing more harm than
Twice a
good.
day is
Eating
not
food
too
that
much,
is
I'd
high in
say.
acidity can
That's even
soften
rhyme.
the tooth enamel, and brushing right after can strip that enamel and leave them vulnerable. Being productive.
Twice a day is good, I
Contrary
think.
to popular belief, it is
I mean,
actually
they said brushing too often is bad, but then they said brushing after you've eaten something sour, so that makes a little bit more sense, but brushing too often probably isn't that bad.
impossible
as they
to
made it
truly
appear.
multitask. While it may seem productive, it actually causes a
Oh, I've heard this
constant
before.
low-level distraction that keeps us from being truly productive. The best
I've-
way to remain
yeah,
productive
okay.
is to focus on one task at a time, taking short breaks to refocus.
I don't think
Our
that
brains
applies
need
to me,
time
though,
to relax between
honestly.
tasks in order to function at an optimal level. Working intensely for 30 minutes, then taking a 10-minute break has been proven to be the most effective
Fair enough,
method.
it sounds smart, but that doesn't apply to me, I think. Like, I can't be the only one who, whenever I go on a break from something, it could be school, it could be work or whatever, I can't be the only one who feels like I can't actually relax on that break because I know I have to, in like a couple of minutes, have to start working again, so I never actually relax. I simply prepare myself for the oncoming work, so I never actually get what is supposed to be given out of a break, if that makes sense. I can't be the only one feeling like that, but I feel like everyone else just gets so laid back whenever they take breaks.
Sleeping.
I don't know. to be honest.
Nowadays, it seems like the majority of people suffer with issues revolving around sleep. Falling
that's
asleep,
true.
staying asleep, or not feeling well rested after sleep are
I
all
fall
pretty
asleep
common
so easily,
problems.
like,
We're
I
told
lay
that we
on the
need
bed
at
and fall
least
asleep.
8 hours of sleep per night, but the
8
issue is that we're
hours?
not meant to
I've-
have it all at once.
I've
Before
heard
the
it's
creation
7,
of
8
artificial
hours.
light, people would go to bed earlier and sleep for 3 to 5 hours, wake up for a few hours, then sleep
That sounds
again.
like a good
Our
idea,
bodies
to be
still
honest.
want to use that natural sleep cycle, but artificial daylight and standardized work hours no longer allow for it, leaving
Yeah.
people groggy and fatigued.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Peeling
but
potato.
how is that a thing I've been doing wrong my whole life? But that makes a lot of sense, though. I've got to say that.
Anyone that has spent time in a kitchen knows that one of the most time-consuming chores is peeling potatoes,
Okay.
especially around the holidays when cooking
Perhaps.
for many people. Many of us feel that potatoes need to be peeled before they are cooked. However, this easy method involves cutting a horizontal line around each potato before placing them in boiling water.
don't even
Once the
create
potatoes are
food that
cooked,
often.
they need to be drained, then run under cold water. Once slightly cool,
Oh,
the
I've heard
skin
this.
will
I've
just
heard this
slide
trick before.
off.
Yeah, that's so true.
Pooping.
What have we
While it
been
may
doing
be
wrong while
hard to
pooping,
believe
though?
that doing something as natural as pooping has a right and wrong way, it's true. We've enjoyed the comforts of indoor plumbing since the early 19th century when sitting toilets became more commonplace.
Wait, 19?
While more convenient, these types of toilets
Okay,
are actually
surprising.
set at an inappropriate height, which can lead a person to develop hemorrhoids and intestinal disease over time.
What?
According
Intestinal
to proctologists,
disease because
sitting
of the
down to
height
defecate
of the
actually
toilet?
makes pooping more difficult. The most comfortable and effective way to poop is by squatting, either
What?
using a specialty toilet or a
What?
footstool while seated on a standard Western toilet. Remember,
Who would be
humans
sitting
once
like that?
pooped while squatting in the woods, and it is how our bodies prefer to be positioned.
Oh, it makes sense
Giving
when they put
birth.
it like that, but like what?
When
It's
giving
so
birth,
weird.
women are instructed to lay on their backs with their legs up while doctors and nurses yell push. However,
Okay.
according to several studies, this is actually one of the worst positions for giving
Worst?
birth.
I
The
can't-
practice was
nah.
adopted by doctors to give them easier access to their patients, but it has come with risks. It can be harmful to both mother and baby as the baby is fighting against gravity, and it increases the risk of vaginal tearing.
Ooh,
Studies
that
show that
doesn't
allowing
sound good.
women to move around and find the position that feels most comfortable to them is the best method,
That's
especially
true,
if
though,
they
like,
are
the
in
baby
a
is
squatting
fighting-
position, as it opens the pelvis by nearly 10%.
So they're supposed
Sitting.
to squat when they're giving birth?
We all know that sitting for long periods of time can
Fair
increase
enough.
the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and weight gain. But what we didn't know is that our bodies aren't really built to sit in modern, straight back
What?
chairs.
Straight-
Once upon a time,
What?
only people of authority were allowed to sit in chairs with backs, hence titles like chairman, while others knelt or sat on backless stools.
Oh, so
When
that's
standing
why
or
we-
sitting on backless chairs, our abdominal muscles are active, supporting our spines and distributing out weight evenly. However,
Okay.
with straight back chairs, those muscles relax and leave our spines to fully support everything on their own, which puts extra stress and pressure contributing to back pain. Ideally,
wait.
we should be standing or sitting on backless chairs to reduce this stress.
But wait a minute, like, they're saying it's bad to have chairs with backs because it puts a lot of more stress on your back. Then again, you're leaning your back on the chair, so you don't really get any stress on your back, if that makes sense. Like, my chair has a back right now, and if I lean backwards, it doesn't really improve the stress on my back, does it? Because the chair is taking it. So that kind of sounds a little bit weird to me.
Bathing. Most rules of society tell us we should be bathing every day, or at least every other day. But lathering up
Okay.
with copious amounts of soap and hot water that often may actually be causing more harm than good.
More
Our bodies are
harm
covered
is a
in
bad
layers
choice of word
skin,
there,
and
I'd
one
say.
layer, known as the horny layer, protects our skin
Horny
from disease
layer?
and bacteria. So
I'm
if
such a
someone showers
childish
every day,
man.
they are not allowing that
Childish kid.
protective layer of skin to repair, leaving it vulnerable to bacteria, tears, and redness from irritation.
But
So
that's
while
when-
there is no magic number of recommended showers per week, it's important to give our skin time to heal and make
Yeah.
sure that it's moisturized.
I kind of agree.
Breathing.
It's good to moisturize your skin.
How can we get something like breathing wrong?
I have
Chances
no
are,
idea.
unless it's brought up, most people don't even think about the fact
Yeah,
that
now
they
you
are
brought it up,
breathing.
so now I'm
Take a
thinking about it.
conscious
Now
breath
you're thinking
right
about it
now.
as well.
Most of us probably lifted our shoulders ever so slightly and puffed up our chests a little before the breath was released. Seems
What?
natural since our lungs are located in our chest.
Yeah, it helps
As it
the
turns out,
airflow,
we
doesn't it?
should be breathing from a little lower down. The
What?
diaphragm, which rests under the lungs and sits closer to the stomach, aids in breathing.
Okay.
But since many of us breathe from higher in our chests, we are only using half of our
We're
lungs.
only using
This
half of our
causes us
lungs?
to breathe more rapidly, which can cause fatigue and headaches. It is
What?
possible to retrain our brains to breathe from our abdomens. It just takes practice.
How do you train your body to refunction of something you've done your whole life without even thinking about? It's kind of like she said in there, like you have to train your body to breathe in another way. Like how is that possible? How is someone able to pull that off? I have to say, I really enjoyed this video. There was some kind of shocking ones in here. Like the last one, we were breathing wrong. Like you have to breathe from lower of your abdomen. And the shoe one, like you have to heat it up before. I've never ever heard of something like that. So that's very surprising to me. And that's awesome to hear. Like that is a life tip I will actually use. And there were some absurd ones as well. Like the one sitting down on the toilet. And the one with the back of the chair. Like that didn't make any sense to me. Because the chair is taking the pressure and supporting your back, isn't it? That's at least what I think. Like, am I mistaking it all? And the one where women were supposed to be giving birth standing up, that's insane. Like, it seems a little bit natural, I suppose, because the gravity is helping to pull out the baby, but, like, the baby can literally fall down and smash its head, can't it? Or am I just that stupid? I like how there's actually people saying in the comments, like, I did everything wrong. Like, what? You haven't been giving birth wrong. It's just so funny. I really enjoy these videos. Like, I hope you do as well. It's like, some of these are actually very good points. They teach you new things. That's insane. So yeah, I'm very thankful for videos like this. I hope you are as well, because you can learn some very cool and new efficient ways of living, I suppose. You can change your whole course of life and living just from these videos. And like brushing your teeth after you're eating something sour, that makes a little bit sense as well. Like most of these make sense. They're awesome ideas and ways to improve your life, I suppose. Like breathing from lower down. I don't know how you train for that, but it takes patience, she said. So thank you so much for watching, guys. This was a blast. I really enjoy watching this. I hope you do as well, and peace.